The door opened. My daughter stepped inside, her smile wide, her eyes glowing. "Dad," she said, her voice full of excitement. "There's someone I want you to meet." Behind her, tall, broad shoulders, neat suit, hair slicked back. My chest locked. My throat went dry. It was him, the man who ruined my life, the man who stole everything, the man I swore I'd never forgive. I froze in the chair, couldn't move, couldn't breathe. "Dad," she said again, "this is Michael, my fiancé." He smiled, calm, cold. His hand stretched toward me. I didn't take it. My fists clenched. My nails cut into my palms. His eyes locked on mine. No surprise, no shock. He knew exactly who I was, and he wanted me to know he remembered too. My daughter looked between us, confused, smiling still, oblivious. I forced myself to stand, forced my hand to move. We shook, his grip iron, mine shaking, my heart hammered. My ears rang, her words echoed. My fiancé, the room spun. My past walked through the door, and he was marrying my daughter. The table was set, roast chicken, mashed potatoes, wine breathing in tall glasses. My daughter moved around the kitchen, humming. Her happiness filled every corner. She kept looking at him, at Michael, her future husband. I sat at the head. He sat across from me. Between us, the food. Between us, 20 years of hate. She poured wine. Her hand brushed his. He smiled at her, soft, warm. Not the smile I knew. I forced my hand steady, lifted the glass. "To new beginnings," she said. Her voice sparkled. I drank. He drank. But his eyes never left me. "Dad," she said, "you and Michael have so much in common. Same generation, same struggles." I choked on the wine. He chuckled. "Maybe too much in common?" he said, his voice smooth, sharp underneath. I set the glass down hard. "What do you do, Michael?" I asked. My tone flat, cold. He leaned back. "Construction," he said. "Business now. But once I worked my way up. I felt the heat rise in my chest. Construction. The same job. The same company. The same place he destroyed me." My daughter smiled.
"Dad used to be in that too."
Her eyes shone. "You'll have stories to share." I gripped my fork, metal bent in my hand. "Plenty of stories," I said, my voice sharp as broken glass. He cut into the chicken, slow, precise. "You know, some stories are better left in the past." He looked at me when he said it, not at her. Only me. I stared back. Silent, my jaw tight, my knuckles white. My daughter laughed. "Don't start boring me with old man talk," she said. She leaned into him. He kissed her forehead, her cheeks flushed. I wanted to scream, to flip the table, to drag her out of the house and shout the truth. But I didn't. I sat. I chewed tasteless food. I drank more wine, and I watched him. Every move, every smile, every word meant for her, every glance meant for me. The table looked full, but only two people sat there, me and him, and the war wasn't over. I was 30, strong, hungry for work, running crews on construction sites. Sweat, dust, steel, my life. Back then, Michael wasn't Michael. He was Mike, new guy, 22, quick hands, quick smile, always knew the right words. I trained him, showed him everything, blueprints, measurements, how to read a site, how to handle the men. I thought he was my shadow, my second, my brother in the dirt. At first, he listened, nodded, smiled, took notes, worked late. But then he started talking to the boss, to the inspectors. Not like a rookie, like a man who owned the place. He'd show up with my ideas, my designs, my safety plans, word for word, but his name on them, his credit. I caught him once, paper in his hand, my handwriting still on it. I grabbed it. "What the hell is this?" I asked. He didn't flinch. He smiled. "Relax, we're a team." A team, that's what he called it. But when promotion time came, he got the desk, I got the dirt. Months later, money went missing. Payroll light, supplies unpaid, the books messy. Guess whose name was on the forms? Mine, always mine. The boss called me in, shut the door, laid papers on the desk. "Care to explain this?" I stuttered. I didn't. But Mike was already there, arms crossed, face calm. "Hard to believe," he said. After all I covered for him, lies spilled like oil, fast, smooth. The boss swallowed every word. They fired me. No check, no second chance. They blacklisted me. Every site in 3 counties. No work, no pay, no respect. I went home empty. My wife's eyes sharp. Where's the money? My son too young to understand. I tried to explain, but shame choked me. I didn't tell the truth. Not then, not ever. Mike rose, got contracts, got money, built a name. And me, I shoveled dirt for scraps. I drank too much, I fought too much, I lost everything. All because of him. The man sitting at my table now. The man marrying my daughter. The house had gone quiet. My daughter upstairs. Her laughter drifting faint from her room. I sat in the living room. Whiskey glass half full. The clock ticking too loud. Then footsteps. Heavy. Slow. Michael stepped in. Closed the door behind him. No smile this time. Just that stare. Cold. Steady. He looked around the room like he owned it, then at me. "You still drink the cheap stuff," he said, his voice smooth, mocking. I didn't move. Didn't blink. "Why are you here?" I asked. "You know why," he said. "She loves me. And I'm not letting you poison that." I leaned forward. "You ruined my life." The words cut like glass. He smirked. "You ruined your own life. I just knew when to move, when to take. You stole from me." "Business," he said. "You lied. Strategy. You destroyed me." He leaned closer. "Survival." I gripped the glass so tight I thought it would shatter. "Stay away from her." My voice low, sharp. He laughed. Full, loud, ugly. "You think you still have a say? She chose me, not you. She sees a provider, a future. You're a bitter old man with nothing left but anger." I stood, closed now, face to face, breath against breath. "You'll break her," I said. "You'll take everything from her like you took everything from me." He tilted his head, smiled small. "That's where you're wrong. She's not you. She's smarter, stronger. She'll give me what I need, and I'll give her what you never could." My fist itched. I wanted to drive it into his jaw, wanted to feel his teeth crack under my knuckles. But upstairs my daughter laughed again, her voice soft, happy. I froze, my hand dropped, my chest burned. Michael leaned back, satisfied. "See," he said, "you're weak, always were." He turned, walked to the door, stopped, looked over his shoulder. "She's mine now, and you'll watch me take everything again." The door clicked shut behind him. I stood alone, glass shaking in my hand, whiskey spilling on the floor. Next day, afternoon, my daughter at work, Michael still in town. I drove to the diner, same one I'd eaten at for 30 years. Coffee burnt, eggs greasy, locals quiet. He was there, back booth, alone, sipping black coffee, like nothing weighed on him. I slid into the booth across from him. He didn't look surprised, didn't flinch, just smirked. "You couldn't stay away," he said. I leaned forward. "Tell me what you're hiding from her." He laughed, slow.
Mean.
"You think she'd believe you?" "Try me," I said, my hand flat on the table, knuckles white. He sipped his coffee, set the cup down. "Fine," he said. "You want truth. Here's truth." He leaned closer, his voice low. "I'm broke. Everything I built is gone. Bad deals, worse people. They want their money back, and fast." My chest tightened. I knew where this was going. "You're using her," I said, his smile widened. "Of course I am. She's young, she's smart, she has access. Her career, her credit, her father's house, security." I slammed my hand on the table. Dishes rattled. A waitress looked over. I waved her off, my eyes locked on him. "You'll bleed her dry," I growled. He shrugged. "She'll never know. I'll dress it up nice. A loan here, a signature there. She'll think it's building our future. But really, it's saving me." I felt fire rise in my chest. "You destroy her. I swear." He cut me off. "You swear what? You'll hit me, kill me. You couldn't even stop me 20 years ago. What makes you think you'll stop me now?" I leaned closer. "So help me, if you touch her." He smiled wide. "Touch her. I already did." My stomach dropped. I wanted to rip him apart right there, but the diner full of eyes, witnesses. I sat frozen, my pulse pounding, my throat dry. He leaned back, took another sip. "Here's the fun part," he said. "If you tell her, she'll hate you. She'll think it's jealousy. She'll think it's lies. And she'll choose me, every time." I stared at him. My hands shook. "You're a snake," I whispered. He chuckled. "Snakes survive. Old men don't." He stood, dropped cash on the table, buttoned his jacket. "See you at dinner tonight," he said. "Remember Dad's smile." He walked out. Door jingled. Engine started. Gone. I sat there. Coffee cold in front of me. Hands shaking. The truth heavy in my chest. He wasn't marrying her for love. He was marrying her to save himself. And if I stayed silent, she'd be the one destroyed. The house was silent. Darkness pressed against the windows. Only the old clock in the hallway ticked. Each second heavy. Each second louder. I sat in the living room. Lamp on low. Whiskey in my hand. Cigarette smoke curling into the air. Michael had been here earlier. Dinner with my daughter. She laughed. She smiled. She leaned into him like he was the best thing that ever happened to her. And all I could see was the man who ruined me. The man who planned to ruin her next. The words from the diner drilled in my head. She'll never know. She'll think it's building our future. But really, it's saving me. I gripped the glass tight. Part of me wanted to smash it against the wall. Part of me wanted to march upstairs, shake her awake, and tell her everything. But another voice held me down. Her laughter, her smile, her happiness. If I told her, would she even believe me? Or would she think I was bitter, jealous, a broken old man who couldn't stand to see her happy? The clock ticked. 10 o'clock, 11, midnight. Every sound in the house made me twitch. The wind against the siding, the pipes groaning, the branches scraping the window. Then, footsteps on the porch. I froze, stared at the door. A soft knock, 3 times. Slow, measured. I set the glass down, stood, opened the door. Michael stood there, dark coat, tie loose, smile thin. He stepped inside without asking, closed the door behind him, looked around the room like he owned it.
She's asleep,
he said, dreaming of our future. I clenched my fists. What do you want? He walked closer. Not fast, not slow, just enough to make me feel trapped. You won't tell her, he said, flat, certain. You can't. I glared at him. Watch me. He chuckled. You think she'll believe you? She's in love, old man, blind, deaf. You'll look like the jealous father who can't let go. She'll hate you, and then I'll have her all to myself with no one in the way. I took a step closer, nose to nose. You'll destroy her. He smiled wide. Maybe. But by then, it'll be too late. My hand twitched. I wanted to hit him. Hard, break his teeth, feel his blood on my knuckles. But I didn't, because upstairs she slept, peaceful, dreaming. And if she woke to find us fighting, if she saw me like that, I'd lose her forever. He leaned close, whispered in my ear, stay out of my way, or you'll bury her next to your career. He stepped back, straightened his jacket, smirked, and walked out. The door clicked shut. Silence again. I stood there, shaking, sweat on my forehead, whiskey burning in my chest. I went to the window, watched his car pull away, red taillights vanishing into the dark. I sat back down, head in my hands. Clock ticking louder. One choice, stay silent and watch him take her, or speak and risk losing her myself. The night dragged on, hour by hour. I didn't sleep, couldn't. By dawn, my decision was made, and I knew it would cost me everything. The morning came gray, sky heavy, air thick. I hadn't slackened.
Suit on.
Straight, shoes polished. I looked in the mirror. A tired old man stared back, eyes red, jaw tight. The church buzzed, guests filling pews, flowers along the aisle, organist playing soft notes. I stood near the front, my daughter glowing in her dress, white, pure radiant. Michael stood beside her. Sharp suit, smile steady, eyes on me, not her. I gripped the pew rail, my knuckles white, my jaw clenched, my heart hammering like a drum. The preacher began, words blurred. Talk of love, talk of trust, talk of forever. My daughter's face shone. She glanced at me, eyes bright, happy. She thought I was proud. She didn't see my chest burning. The vows came. Do you, Michael, take this woman?
I do,
he said. Strong. Lies wrapped in confidence. Do you, Sarah, take this man? I do, she said. Her voice cracked with joy. Her hand shook with nerves. But she meant it. Every word. The ring slid on. The kiss. Applause thundered. Guests clapped. Organs swelled. I clapped too, hands numb. Each strike hollow. Reception followed. Tables filled with food. Wine poured nonstop. Guests laughing, music playing. I sat at the edge, watching, always watching. My daughter danced with him, her head on his chest, eyes closed, blissful. He looked at me over her shoulder, grin wide, eyes sharp. Every step he took with her was a knife in me. My son-in-law, my enemy. My blood tied to him forever. People toasted, glasses raised.
Love, family, future. Michael stood.
Lifted his glass. To my wife, he said, to Sarah. Everyone cheered. I didn't. I left the hall, stepped into the night. Cold air hit me. Silence wrapped me. The door creaked. Footsteps behind me. I turned. My daughter, still in her dress. She smiled, her eyes soft. Dad, she said, thank you for being here. It means everything to me. Oh, her voice cracked. Tears filled her eyes. She hugged me tight. I held her. So tight it hurt. She pulled back, wiped her cheeks. Don't cry, she said. You're supposed to be happy. I forced a smile, nodded, didn't speak. She turned, went back inside, back to him, back to my enemy. I stood there, alone, hands shaking, cigarette trembling in my fingers. The music played inside. Her laughter echoed, and I knew I had lost forever. The house was quiet again. Reception over. Guests gone, only silence left. The suit hung on the chair. Tie loosened. Shoes kicked off by the door. I sat at the kitchen table, bottle half empty. Ashtray full, my hands shaking. On the counter, a framed photo. My daughter in her white dress. Michael beside her, smiling wide, his arm around her waist, her eyes glowing. The perfect picture. I picked it up, stared at it too long. My throat burned. My chest tightened. I whispered, she was my light, my only, and now she's his. I set the frame down, face down. Couldn't look at it anymore. I poured another drink. The liquid sloshed. Glass almost slipped from my hand. I lit a cigarette. Smoke filled the air, stale, heavy. It clung to me like guilt. I thought of the diner, his words. She'll think it's building our future, but really, it's saving me. I thought of her vows, her voice cracking with joy. I do. Two worlds colliding, truth and lie, both under my roof. I thought of telling her, ripping it all apart, saving her, or maybe destroying her. I saw her face, her tears when she hugged me outside the hall. Thank you for being here, Dad. It means everything. And I knew, if I told her now, it would kill her joy, kill her trust, maybe kill her love for me. So I stayed silent. Again, I drank, smoked, stared at the wall. The night dragged on, hour after hour, no sleep. I heard their car outside, door opening, louder, her laughter, his voice low, their footsteps on the porch. I froze, listened, every sound a knife. Their door closed upstairs. Silence returned. I sat in the kitchen, alone, the weight crushing me. I whispered, he ruined me once. Now he'll ruin her. And I'll watch it happen. A tear slid down my face. I didn't wipe them, didn't hide them. No one to hide from. The clock ticked, louder, slower. Each second a hammer. I put out the cigarette, killed the lamp. Darkness swallowed the room. I sat there, in the dark, silent, broken. And I knew this truth. I hadn't just lost a daughter. I'd lost the last chance at peace.